Balancing work, homeschooling, and everyday life can often feel like starring in your own three-ring circus with no intermission. This is my circus, and these are my monkeys. So, how do you get it done and keep your sanity? It feels like the same thing day after day. Before the alarm buzzes at 5 a.m., your mind is already churning through the day's impossible juggling act: client projects, math lessons, laundry, spelling tests, deadlines, and somehow finding time to actually eat. This is the reality of working from home and homeschooling. Is it possible to do it all and still get it done? As a work from home and homeschooling mom, homeschooling multiple grades, you are wearing many hats and switching them at lightning speed. I have literally answered three questions while drafting a client email. Yes, all at the same time. So when the email is routine, I can type and answer questions. So, I can multitask. The good news is you're not alone in your quest to get it done. It is possible to find a rhythm that keeps your home, business, and homeschool running, and you still keep your sanity. What's left of it anyway? So, this post is all about real world strategies that help you thrive, not just survive as you get it done. It doesn't mean you're doing it perfectly, it means you're doing it your way, rebel mom style. Hello, Rebel Moms, and welcome to the Life Unboxed podcast. I'm Jody, the mom, wife, homeschool mom of six, and successful mom entrepreneur. And I am bringing you information and inspiration on raising kids, running a business, and keeping your sanity. You can find the episode show notes, Rebel Mom checklist to help you homeschool confidently, tools to make your work from home life easier, and more information at lifeunboxed.blog. Now let's get into the show. Working from home and homeschooling is not easy. It is hard to work from home and homeschool. Let's not sugarcoat it, but I wouldn't trade this hard for any other hard. It's also very hard to drop kids off during carpool, then sit and wait to pick them up at the end of the day. And let's not forget the extreme amounts of homework given after already spending several hours in school. So, am I the only one who seriously considered telling my kids not to do their homework when they were in school? I seriously did. I almost sent a note to the teacher saying they're not doing this. So, being a work from home and homeschool mom is the hard I've chosen, and I will never regret it. But the competing priorities and the mom guilt we feel is very real. The field trips we have to say no to because we need to work, or knowing that your homeschool would look a lot different if you weren't working. All these thoughts pile on, and if we let them pile up, they will lead us down the path of struggling with more mom guilt. Even though you are homeschooling and working, you are still the biggest influence in your child's life, and that wipes out any mom guilt I may be feeling. Embrace your reality. Come to terms with saying no to field trips. It's okay. I promise. It really is. And let's get it done. So, balance is not the priority. We need to talk about balance. I know everyone is chasing the mythical unicorn of work life balance, but let's get one thing straight: work life balance is a myth. And trying to chase it will only wear you out and distract you from your most important work, your kids. So, the image of a serene woman gracefully flowing between work calls and math lessons is often a highlight reel, not reality. Life at home is messy, loud, unpredictable, and rarely goes according to plan. And that's okay. Instead of striving for perfect balance, aim for realistic expectations. Build expectations that match reality and not the highlight reel. So, how do we do that? So, yes, some days will be work heavy, while other days will be homeschool centered. It is okay to leave the dishes in the sink. Things will get derailed by a stomach bug. All these things are normal life. I will be honest, this is hard for me because I know what I would have been able to accomplish in the past, when I was in my 20s and didn't have kids yet, I could set the world on fire as long as no one was interrupting me. That isn't a possibility now. So I had to come to terms with my reality. I don't want to hire people to help in my business. So that means I need to figure out time management for moms who work from home and get it done. At least what I can actually get done. So let me say it again. I wouldn't change this for anything in the world. My priority is my kids. And working from home and homeschooling gives me the space to focus on my priorities. Sometimes I need to adjust my expectations and define success on my own terms. Okay, so let's talk about redefining success. Six figures doesn't have to be your measure of success. You are a rebel mom, and that means we define success on our own terms. Success can be getting your child reading independently. The college class passed with a good grade. You wrapped up a big project, or it could be something else. Your success will look different from mine. So ditch the guilt that comes with comparison and perfectionism. Embrace the version of success that actually works for you. You get to define it. So, what does success look like to you? Consider your season as you're trying to get it done. Your seasons matter. If you are in an exceptionally busy season, or you just had a baby, or it is the holiday season, your season will have a direct impact on your ability to get things done or how fast you are able to get things done. This is always my biggest frustration. I want to get things done now, but kids want to eat and need my attention. So I need to accept that I will still get it done. It will just be at a slower pace. And that's okay. So, Mom, I know the to-do list is constantly growing. You check off one task just for it to be replaced by 3 more. This is just the season we are in. So skip the irritation and frustration that you always have something on your to-do list and embrace it. Maximize the margins of your day. So the margins of your day are those pockets of 5 to 15 minutes that are free. There's always downtime throughout the day. One of your superpowers is to really maximize these margins. Waiting in the car to pick up your teenager, bring a notebook with you, write a blog post, jot down your ideas, make a grocery list, meal plan, or whatever else you need to do. You will be surprised at what you can accomplish in this pocket of time, especially in the car, because if you're waiting for someone, you usually don't have other kids in there. At least I usually don't. And it's really quiet and I get a lot done. So use the margins of your day for downtime. Sometimes we just need to take 5 minutes and take a break. And yes, sometimes we just need a few moments of quiet to get ready for the next thing on the list. All right, so let's talk about the mental load because it is real. Whether you're a mom or a dad, we carry the to-do list, the homeschool plan, and everything else in our heads. This causes a mental overload because our minds are constantly churning, and it actually slows down our ability to get things done. One of the best things you can do to manage the mental overload is to write it down. The planner is the best tool for this. I prefer to have it analog because I don't want to always be on a device. And I do believe you're more creative when you put pen to paper. Everything is written in pencil, so it can be easily adjusted. Mom, if the mental load is overwhelming and exhausting you, then write it down. Once you've written it down, then your brain can relax its hold on the task. So get it done by creating a routine, not a rigid schedule. You need to get things done. Your kids need to get things done. But if time blocking or creating a rigid schedule have left you feeling like you will never get things done, then try a routine. I've been working from home and homeschooling for over 10 years now. I've tried all the popular scheduling methods and nothing worked. I really felt like it must be me. I am doing something wrong if everyone else thinks this is just the greatest thing. What I discovered is these methods are just the wrong fit. I needed something that would work for a large family and my work schedule. So enter routines. And let me tell you, I might have heard the angels sing. Creating routines just worked. It allowed enough flexibility to adjust to puke flying or a sudden project, and we still get things done. So, if you're ready to tame the chaos of your day, then start with a morning routine. And yes, links are below. And then get the mini course on creating a routine. One of the greatest gifts we can give to our kids is teaching them independence. Yes, in the learning phase, there will be some hiccups or things forgotten. But if we want to raise independent thinkers and confident adults, then we need to teach them how to make decisions and take responsibility for themselves. The best place to start is with their schoolwork. Mom, this will ease the mental load if your kids can work independently. Now, I know this is age dependent, but you can start in second grade. For child number 4, I started giving him his schedule in second grade because he was getting frustrated waiting for everyone to help him. So, this enabled him to do the schoolwork he could do independently, then ask for help on the subject he needed assistance with. Give your kids the gift of independence and responsibility. Mom, you don't need superpowers to get it done. You just need a solid plan and a whole lot of grace. There's no one size fits all method to working from home and homeschooling. What works for one mom may flop for another, but when you ditch the pressure for perfection, lean into flexibility, and embrace your unique routine, you will find what works for you. Keep showing up, keep adjusting, and give yourself the grace you so freely extend to everyone else. And find your tribe by joining the Rebel Moms Club for working homeschool moms. Thanks for listening, and be sure to check out lifeunboxed.blog and download your Rebel Moms checklist. Happy homeschooling and working from home, and I will see you next time.